Hey everyone, welcome. It's Angela Powers here with David Essel, and we're back to live stream with you and talk about the power of positive thinking. And one of the particular topics we were thinking about today, because one of the really important critical pieces in being successful is having accountability built into your life and into your goals and process. So we're going to talk about accountability today, and
yes,
what to do when you have decided, okay, I think I want to go ahead and hire a coach. And there's a wide variety of coaches to choose from, and a wide variety of budgets to also take into consideration. Like, what do you do when the budget doesn't seem to be there for the accountability that you need so badly, and you can't necessarily get from your significant other or a best friend, and you need somebody, sort of a third party, neutral party, helping out?
Angela, it is such a wonderful question. I would say in our book, which, for those people that are just tuning in and don't know what we're talking about, our book, Positive Thinking Will Never Change Your Life, but this book will. The myth of positive thinking, the reality of success. We've just became a #1 bestseller, which we're very, very excited about. But I would say probably 150 times during the book, I talk about the need of accountability partners, the need, and this is what Angela was just sharing, whether it's a massage therapist for a chronic pain, or an acupuncturist for a chronic illness, or a nutritionist, a personal trainer, a life coach, relationship therapist, counselor, whatever it is that you're looking for, financial consultant, whatever you're looking for, they cost money, and we're not going to do it on our own. I mean, I can guarantee you that if you don't have what you want right now in life, your mind, your body, money, a great relationship, or healing a relationship, the odds of us getting along and improving our existence by ourselves is absolutely zero. And now, unless you're 1% of the world's population that has this internal discipline, that you're listening to this and you say, I'm going to prove David Essel wrong. I'm making $25,000 a year, and a year from now I'll be at 150,000, and I'm just going to go and figure it out on my own. Well, there's some people that can do that, Angela, but they're not very many. So most of us need someone who's an expert in a field to hold us accountable on a weekly basis. It can't be every other week. We get people contacting us all the time saying, hey, can I meet with you once a month? And we say no. And people say, can we do it every other week? And we'll say no. And the reason why is because it's the weekly accountability that builds momentum, that helps us to break through the psychological, subconscious, and conscious blocks. And if there are any physical blocks, we really need that weekly accountability. So then the question that Angela brought up is really great. She lives in Seattle. I had no idea a gallon of milk is $10 out there. That's crazy. I think I'd be bringing in a couple cows in the backyard if I was her. And I'd be milking Bessie every morning. But, we say, well, what do we do? I don't have the money. So number one, and I'm a financial coach as well as all other kinds of things, is we'd say, you really need to get serious with your budget. Not many people in the United States of America have any idea of what they spend extemporaneously throughout the day and week and months. So the very first thing is I would write down everything you spend, every penny, and next to it, I'd write the word that this is either a want or a need. At the end of a week, at the end of a month, you're going to see that a large percentage of your discernible income that's getting sucked like a vacuum cleaner out the door is being spent on things that are not needs, they're wants. Whether it's stopping and getting a lunch when you really should be packing it from home and saving $9.98 if you were to make it at home, versus spending $12 out on the road, or whatever it might be, is that you need to really find out where you are financially. Step number one. Step number two, then you've got to knock out the wants, the purchases that are not needs. And that might mean, Angela, if someone's serious about changing their life, they may say, we're not going out to dinner for 60, 90 days. We're not going to go out to dinner for 6 months. We're going to take that money and we're going to put it into this coaching program to freaking change our lives for forever. Those are a couple of the starting points, because we waste so much money in this country on treats and coffees and extra lunches and dinners and drinks. Oh my God, the number of people that waste money on a weekend on drinking. There might be a percentage of people. Listen, 90 million people in the United States of America have either a dependency or an addiction to alcohol. These people may only drink once a week, but let's say you drink once or twice a week and that ends up to be $50 a night or whatever it might be. Well, guess what? In 6 months, you've got a lot of money to put towards coaching. So that's what we're saying. Number one is you've got to look where your money's going. And if you're serious about losing the weight, making money, saving a relationship, finding deep love, changing your attitude, whatever it is, if you're serious about it, you've got to make some changes to get the money, to get the help.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really great. Especially like, I don't know, it's just so easy to do that. And I think if you can at least commit to writing it all down and then looking at the whole picture for, do it for even just a week. Hey.
Oh, we have a visitor.
Look who's here.
We have an audience.
Welcome.
Hi, love.
You'll start to see, even after a couple days, you might even start to see something.
Angela, it usually doesn't take more than 7 days of people doing the exercise I just gave that their eyes open up and they go, oh, my Lord. There was a couple that went through my financial planning course. And when we did a budget, we started with groceries, something really simple. They were spending $300 a week on 2 people, which is $1,200 a month for 2 people, 2 adults, in a state where groceries are not that expensive at all. And we ended up getting them down to about $100 a month. So $100 a week, I'm sorry. So right away, they're saving $800 a month.
Wow.
I mean, $800 a month. They immediately had this discretionary income and they didn't know what to do with it. So we got them putting a portion into their IRA, a portion into a vacation account because they had never done that. They always went into debt. They always took their credit cards out. 50% of Americans in the summertime will go into debt for $5,000 or more on their credit card for vacation. And that can take 10 freaking years to pay off. So, here we've just turned this into a financial seminar. And I think it's important for people to realize a couple really, really amazingly deep things if you want to change your life. And number one, how serious are you? If you're just talking a good game about losing weight and making money and changing your attitude and finding deep love, well, you can talk that game until you're 90. If you're serious about it, then guess what we say in the book? Positive thinking will never change your life, but this book will. We say you've got to add action steps into the uncomfortable 5 days a week. Not too long ago on one of the radio shows I host, we had someone call in and they were talking about the fact that throughout my book, I talked about taking action steps. And they had taken action steps their whole life, but they had never gotten what they wanted and they were challenging me. The answer must be something more than action steps. I said it is. It's action steps into the uncomfortable. There's a big difference between doing mindless action steps on a daily basis to try to achieve a goal that aren't that challenging, to doing action steps that are uncomfortable. There's a big difference there. So what Angela and I are talking about today is it's going to be uncomfortable for you to write down everything that you spend. Is it a need? Is it a want? And then at the end of a week and a month going, oh my Lord, I've got to cut all these convenience things out I'm buying, which is going to cause withdrawal, Angela. It will cause a psychological, maybe even a physical withdrawal that you've got to go through in order to save the money to hire an expert to help you accomplish your goals.
And this works for time too. I remember doing that kind of experiment on time as well. What did I do in the last 15 minutes to half an hour? All day long.
Yes.
Really spending my time, because that's a common one too. It's like, I don't have time to do this either.
Yeah, we waste so much time. So, and that'll have to be another topic, Angela. That's a great topic to talk about, is how do we wrestle that time back into the box that's productive versus just wasting time and not having time at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. The other thing I wanted to say before we end our session today is that if you have a service that you can barter, if you're a massage therapist, if you're a hairstylist, if you're a personal trainer, if you have some kind of service you can barter, don't be afraid. If you're a car detailer, don't be afraid to go to a coach that you want to hire and say, could we do an equal trade for service? You're charging $50 an hour as a coach or $100 an hour, and I charge $50 an hour for a massage. So could I have one session for every 2 massages or something like that? If you have something, if you're a groundskeeper, you're a landscaper, whatever you might have that's a gift of yours. You may not even do it full time, but maybe you're really damn good at it. Think about using bartering as a way. There's a lot of coaches out there that would love to get a massage every week, or would love to have their car detailed once a week, or whatever it might be. And you might be able to get some great work done that way too.
Awesome. Yeah. And it depends on the goal, I guess, too. I just wanted to say this real quick because I've had some success in the last week, just on a side note, when it comes to blogging, because I've been wanting to blog. Hey, go ahead. It's fine.
She's going to be a little, she's going to be a little actress.
She's like, oh, good. And I haven't written a blog post in like a year. And so I started putting it out there. Does anybody want to, collaborate and work together? And that gave me enough, momentum and enough collaboration, or not collaboration, but like accountability, just to show up to that meeting with the other person. So it wasn't like a coaching situation, but it's just an example of a creative way to get something done.
Yeah.
In the process.
To be held accountable.
Yeah, because that piece is just so huge.
It is. It's massive. When you read the book, Positive Thinking Will Never Change Your Life, you're going to read, repetition is the mother of all change. Repetition is the mother of change. Repetition is the mother of change. Get it? And in our book, you're going to see a ton of repetition. But the way we do it is not a boring repetition. We do repetition via stories as well. So not only throughout the book will you be reading the key steps to take to radically change your life, but whenever we talk about these key steps, we will bring in another story to prove the effectiveness of it. And as you read and read and read this book, and you can get it in Kindle for $5 or soft cover for $9.95. I mean, it's incredibly inexpensive. 250-page book. You usually don't get those for $9.95. Those are usually like $18, $20. So go ahead and grab it at Amazon.com, and you'll find out what everything that Angela and I are saying here on these little segments is powerful. It was written to give you hope, to help you to change your life, and I know it will. Angela, tell everyone how they can find you.
Thank you. You can find me at learnwithangela.com or on Facebook. Sorry. I'm like, she just took a bag.
we normally don't condone nakedness on the show, but today we're going to sort of make an exception.
Thank you. This was really great and helpful, really helpful ideas, and really makes you think like, ooh, how serious am I?
Yes, exactly. And when you're serious, you'll do what we recommend. And when it's just a wish, and oh my God, I hate this word intention. Well, I've intended to change for years. I can't stand that word. Take your wishes, take your intentions, throw them out the door, apply action into the uncomfortable, and you'll get what you want. Everything that you want to know about us is at talkdavid.com, talkdavid.com. Visit us. Say hi. If we can help you in any way, if you're ready to work, our work as coaches is 100% money back guaranteed. You have nothing to lose. So visit us at talkdavid.com. Angela, next week, I can't wait. We're going to find another topic and rock and roll with you. And you are awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, David.
Okay. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Might taste like boot taste.